Okay, so this is the review video, and I'm going to start with 11.1. So 11.1 is dilations. And remember in a dilation that all the angles are congruent. And sides will be proportional. So when I look through this section, look back and think about center of dilation and how to find it. And if you look, it will be on page 581. 11.2 was proving figures are similar using transformations. And remember, I told you to make sure the orientation was correct first, then dilation. Okay, get it the same size. So orientation is going to be a reflection or rotation. Okay, then dilation. Then let's see. 11.3. Whoops. How am I going to move this? There we go. 11.3 is corresponding parts of similar figures. And that's just matching up which side goes to which side and talks about the proportion. There's a good problem on page 605. And make sure that you look at page 606. Those problems like 5 through 10 are really good to make sure that you actually truly understand that. And then of course the homework. Just because I'm not saying the homework doesn't mean you should look at it, but that's another good place. 11.4 is angle-angle similarity. So remember, okay, so your congruence, keep doing that. Your, that won't move, there we go. Congruence theorems for triangles are angle, side, angle, side, angle, side, angle, angle, side, 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 and hypotenuse leg. Similarity theorems are angle, angle, side, angle, side, and side, side, side. And in the similarity theorems, those sides, they're not congruent, they're proportional. So that was what you had to remember in 11.4. Let's see here, 12.1. Let's do a new page. 12.1 is triangle. Whoops, I can't spell. Triangle proportionality theorem. So that was, if you remember, just simply A is to B as C is to D. And that was all there was in 12.1. 12.2 was the subdividing a segment into a given ratio. And if I do one of these problems, let's see, I will do this one. So if A is at 4.2 and B is at -6, -13, and I want the ratio of 3 to 2. So where is point P? All right, well, remember, there are 5 parts, so I'm looking for 3/5 of the distance between A and B. That's where I'm going to make my point P. So the distance between the x's is 4 to -6 is 10, and the distance between my y's is 15. And I'm going to multiply both of those by that 3/5. And I get 6 and 9. Remember, this box is distance. Okay, so now I got to find the point. And if I am starting at A, and I'm going to end up at B, I can see that my distance between the x's is going down. So I'm going to subtract 6. And I can see the distance between my y's is going down, so I'm going to subtract 9. So my point P is going to be -2, -7. And that is 3/5 of the way. 12.3 is using proportions, proportional relationships. And that's just more of the ratios. You know, if we have a height here of, let's see, let me find an example, 72, and a height and a shadow of 48. I know this shadow is 128. Find this height. And you're just saying height is to height, as shadow is to shadow, and then doing your cross multiplication. And that's all that there was in 12.3. 12.4 is the right triangles. Similarity. In right triangles. Now remember that I just wanted you to know the geometric mean theorem. And let me find a problem. So, and Pythagorean theorem. That's all I wanted you to do on these. So if this is 65, and this is 25, x, y, z. So the geometric mean theorem is 25 is to y as y is to x. Now I have 2 variables in there. I can't do that yet, can I? But if I look at this triangle right here, I can use Pythagorean theorem. And so I have y squared plus 25 squared equals 65 squared. I'm not going to do all that work because I don't want to take that much time. So I'm going to say y is 60. Now I can fill that in over here. And I can do my cross multiplication and end up with x equals 144. And then I can use Pythagorean theorem to solve the green triangle. Have to make sure you put your hypotenuse in the right place. So that was 12.4. And then 13 was trig. And remember the Indian princess's name, Sokotoa. And I don't really have anything to say about 13.1 and 13.2 was all that. 13.3 was special right triangles. So remember your forms, 30, 60, 90 is x square root of 3, and 2x. And your 45, 45, 90 is x square root of 2. You'll need to know those. Have those memorized. 13.4 told us that the area of a triangle, we can also use 1/2 side times sine theta. And that was it. Oh yeah, 14, law of cosines and law of sines. So 14.1, sine A over A equals sine B over side B equals sine C over side C. And then law of cosines. And I'm only going to write one of them. A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine A. That's just kind of a recap to make sure you've look at problems that have to do with those and make sure you know all of those things. All right, I will see you tomorrow.